What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Miami Dolphins franchise. This is episode 11 already, and it's been such a good ride. I hope to continue to push these videos out at least once a day. As we are in the franchise now, we do have a game coming up against the 3-6 New York Jets at MetLife Stadium, but we do have a couple of things to take care of. First, obviously, you probably did see this coming if you did watch last video. Please go check that out. As you can see, Xavier Howard had 3 interceptions and 1 was a pick 6. But as you saw there, actually, let's go back and take another look at that. We are facing another award week winner in Zach Wilson, who just put up 4 passing touchdowns and 400 yards basically. So definitely something to watch out there, as he might be coming to end the season strong, as you will go into this press conference about them being a cold opponent. So maybe they lost last game somehow, even though he put up that amazing performance. So definitely need to have a little bit more of a worry going into this game against the struggling Jets. As they say, coach, the Jets are struggling, but sometimes a team can trip up unexpectedly by looking ahead to the next game. Any fear that this is a trap game? I'm going to say no fear, although it might be true. It could be a trap game, but obviously in the press conference, I'm going to play cool as we say not at all. This is the NFL and everybody's a threat. We stress that week in and week out. The second you overlook an opponent is the second that you get into trouble. So that is definitely the case, as they will have a little bit of a ratings hit, as we have salt on the wound, beat the Jets and avoid falling victim to the trap game. Really don't want to lose this game, as it is to a division rival in the Jets, so definitely not wanting to do that. We will delegate this to the staff. And then we will go right into the upgrade player section, where we have a bunch of players actually. Anyone I want to upgrade myself. Keon is okay. I do want to upgrade Ezukama because I want to get his route running a little bit better, just because that is where he lacks the most, as he does go up to a 71 overall, as he gets +1 catching and +3 short route, or +3 awareness and +1 short route, so that's good for him. And then Channing Tindall as well. Let's get his pass coverage up. That will boost his field general and his run stopper anyway a little bit probably. So now he is a scheme fit after that major upgrade, as he gets +1 man coverage, +1 zone coverage, and +3 awareness. And now he's his own scheme just like that. That is awesome to see. Next up, Austin Jackson. He is getting back the starting role, so we will just upgrade Agile again. Actually, I probably should have done pass protection, but that is okay, as he does still get a little bit of a pass block upgrade. Byron Jones, honestly, they can upgrade whatever they want there. Chase Edmonds, I do want to get him just more elusive a little bit, hopefully get +1 speed here, as he just is a tad slower than that Raheem Mostert. So we don't get the speed, but ball carrier vision +1, carrying +2, and spin move +2 is not bad at all. Next up, we do have Zach Sealer, who I'm actually okay with. I think whatever they want to upgrade, that's fine with me. Nick Needham, same thing. Salvin Ahmed, same thing. Miles Gaskin, same thing. Lynn Bowden, same thing. Keon Crossan, same thing. And Javon Holland, let's just do zone just to keep that scheme fit there, as he does go up to an 89 overall, continues to go up in awareness, +1 zone coverage as well. And then we will just do auto for the rest of these guys, as those should all be scheme fit still, so no worries there, as those guys are all upgraded. Now we get into the weekly strategy versus the Jets. And honestly, I'm not too worried about the run. I'm not too worried about the pass either, as Zach Wilson did just put up a good game. So we are going to defend the short. Let's defend the short pass to start. And if we need to go deeper, we could do that at halftime. Then let's run all over these Jets, even though they do have a guy like Quinn Williams. That is what we want to do. We want to let Zach Wilson not throw over 2 TDs. That's fine with me. Let's go for the sacks on him. Obviously, we want to put the pressure on a young quarterback. Let's do rush for 150 yards, like always. And then let's do win the turnover battle again, just because, again, a big turnover game last week, so we definitely want to get rid of those for this week, as Tua is kind of racking up the turnover, so would love to get that down, as we do have a couple game plan boosts and no injuries so far for the offense, which is always nice to see. Going to the defense here, as you can see, the fatigue is not an issue, and I don't see any injury so far. Let that be the case till the end, and it is. So again, clean bill of health going into week 11, where we're going to take on Zach Wilson in MetLife to play the New York Jets. This should be a very interesting game as we kick off with Jason Sanders. Let's see who their returner is, as I have no idea. It is Tariq Cohen, I believe. Did they sign Tariq Cohen? That looks like Tariq Cohen to me, so he would be their returner. Here comes Zach Wilson. Let's see his stats coming into this game. 17 touchdowns, 5 picks. Man, he's been killing it as a quarterback, so he looks like the Jets' future at quarterback, so definitely something to watch out for here. I'm glad I did something against the passes. Man, he's been balling, especially after that last game. 4 touchdowns, no picks. So definitely something to look for there. As Zach Wilson, even though they are on a cold streak, so I guess their defense is just that bad where they're losing games, even though he's putting up performances like that. So even though he is putting up performances that are very good, they are still losing games. So definitely something to look out for there, as Zach Wilson will continue to play well as he is right now, at least of late. Again, that weekly award really showed me a lot. And then overall, those stats for the entire season are pretty good, as we're going to continue to send the pressure, drop back into the zone for this play, using Channing Tindall, nothing over the middle, trying to get back for this tight end play as he got open. And he's going deep over Brandon Jones, and I tried to swat it away, and I believe Brandon Jones did swat that away. If not, it was just an overthrow. So a good job playing defense there, as it is now 3rd and 10, trying to force a 3-and-out on their first drive. Let's guess pass. Let's contain Zach Wilson, as he does have legs. Vanilla Vic, you might call him. He does have legs for sure. So using Javon Holland, making sure that no one gets open over the top, as they do have 2 guys beat, and he chooses the wrong guy. It's Eric Rowe, just got an interception on Zach Wilson to start the game. Mike McDaniel not looking happy, which is weird because we just got an interception. Great job from Eric Rowe as you take a look at Tua Tagovailoa's stats. 26 touchdowns, 12 picks. Not too bad for himself. A decent amount of yards. But today, we're trying to use the run and not the pass against these New York Jets in MetLife Stadium, as we do get a chance to call play. Let's actually start off with the jet touch pass going to the open side of the field. Hopefully Cedric Wilson, Mike Gesicki, and Raheem Mostert can get those blocks and get Tyreek going on this end-around touch pass as he gets the ball. And I don't see blocks, so I'm just going to turn up the field, and we get about a yard on that play. So not a great start there, as it has been a day since I picked up the sticks, but that is not really relevant. Let's get the ball to Chase Edmonds, get him going early, and hopefully make this 3rd and manageable, if not just the first down, running to that left side behind our key blockers. Connor Williams makes a nice block on him. I tried to squeak inside, but unfortunately forces out, but he still did a good job to get 4 yards, and that makes it 3rd and 5, which is a little bit more manageable than before. Now we will run this Texas double post play. I really like it. We have the option of Cedric Wilson underneath and Edmonds on that Texas route out of the backfield, and obviously if any of our pure premium receivers get deep, we can definitely look at them down the field, as I do see Cedric Wilson underneath wide open, so we will just take that for the first down. And that is an awesome start to this game, 2 for 2, 16 yards. As let's get back to this run game here with Raheem Mostert, getting him involved early again. Definitely our feature back so far, as Hunter Long will be blocking along that left side with our guys, as we will cut this back down the middle a little bit, and he does go, as he does get 4 yards, as he had an incredible game last week, 15 rushes, 109 yards. Again, please go check out that video. That would be awesome. Again, it's in the card above me, and you can just click on my channel and click on the playlist to see the whole series, as I will have a bunch of options on this play. Let's see what opens up. I do like Jalen Waddle on that play. A good block from Cedric Wilson. Jalen Waddle jukes back inside and fights for the first down, as again, another nice play call from Mike McDaniel on those coach suggestions. Let's get the quick pitch going here. Hopefully we can get Mostert along the outside and drive this in for a touchdown. I do like what this is looking like here. Get the toss out, get Sean Armstead blocking, get Tyreek, get that block as we bounce back to the inside and back to the outside. That is a good chunk of yards for Raheem Mostert on this first drive, as we will continue to try and power through with this run. Let's get Sony Michel involved, man. Let's get all of our running backs involved, as it is 2nd and short, and we just want to power this up the middle for the first down. As Alec Ingold, get that block for me, thank you, as he takes a hit, but he does get the first down. As we continue to chug down this field, we're going to continue to use all of our running backs here and just move down this field using that committee approach. But again, Raheem Mostert definitely he's felt like the best running back, as they do a good job to shed that block as they get the stop right at the line of scrimmage, and we will still continue with the run as long as they can't make a stop. I do like what it's looking like here. Let's see if we can find something in that B or C gap, as we do have the outside wide open. Great block from J.C. Tretter. Great block from Tyreek Hill actually at the top of that route. And now that forces 1st and goal. I thought it might have forced a 3rd and short, but never mind. We do have a little bit of room to work with this 1st and goal. And they do only look like to have 3 men rushing, so I love this play. Get Robert Hunt to get a block off the field. He doesn't, but we will chug up with Chase Edmonds, and we will continue to pile drive down this field. Let's get Sony Michel the ball, please, on this goal line play. So let's actually flip the play to this left side. Get Hunter Long, Durham Smythe, Teron Armstead, J.C. Tretter, and Connor Williams, and Alec Ingold all blocking for Sony Michel, as he will have a walk-in touchdown. Nice block there for Alec Ingold, and that drive went as perfect as planned. Honestly, a great pre-planned drive, I guess, from Mike McDaniel, as we put up points on our first drive and we forced a 3rd and out on their first drive. So the game honestly couldn't have started any better. Hopefully I made that kick, which I did, as we go up 7-0 on the Jets in MetLife Stadium. Going to be using Jerome Baker over the middle here, as they do have a run-style offense out there, as I believe this will be a run, as it is a stretch to the outside. And Channing Tindall lays some wood on Devontae Freeman, as they probably signed him out of free agency, as he has been okay for them, not too shabby. He's only 79 overall normal, so not looking too crazy over there, as we do have Xavier Howard over there in man-on-man coverage as he goes to the outside to the tight end, and unfortunately Channing Tindall, that is his one place, even though he is now scheme fit as a field general type player. He's not great in pass coverage, so we definitely want to improve that for Channing Tindall. But the thing is, Landon Roberts is not good in pass coverage either, so if that's the case, we might as well have just a better overall player, which is Channing Tindall in the starting lineup, as they run up the middle, and Van Ginkel can make the tackle, but Zach Sealer, who is finding his way onto the field a little bit more, as I did make him that rush D-tackle number 2, just because he's been playing so good, so he deserved a couple more snaps. He's finding his way into the game a little bit more, as we will move Javon Holland over here, and let's use your Nick Needham on Tariq Cohen out of the backfield, as they do run an out route to Braxton Berrios. Xavier make the tackle, he can't, as Braxton Berrios will just walk out of bounds. A nice play from him. I actually really like him in real life. I think he's a pretty solid player, so that's good for him. He's really speedy out of the backfield, can probably do some work in the slot, so definitely a good little gadget player, good special teamer, everything like that. So a nice find there for the Jets, which they don't find that often. As Devontae Freeman tries to stiff arm Channing Tindall, kind of does, but it is Jalen Phillips and Xavier Howard combining on the tackle, which is nice. Actually, they gave the tackle there to Channing Tindall, I believe, which is funny because he's the one who did get stiff armed a little bit there, as we are using Javon Holland over the top, as he did burn him, but we're helping over the top, and Zach Wilson decides to throw it away, which is probably a smart decision. We're just going to rush 3 here because we do just want to drop a bunch of people back into coverage. I believe they're going to pass this ball, so definitely just want to have him have no one open and no one to throw to, as he does have someone to throw to, as they get their tight end wide open down the field. That is really unfortunate, as we only rushed 3 and we still allowed a pass without getting pressure. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter, as that was Tyler Conklin, their free agent signing, which honestly he's been playing pretty well for them so far in this game, so hopefully he's been okay for them in real life, or not in real life, sorry, but in the rest of their games. As Raekwon Davis gets a nice block shed, and he runs up the middle to tackle Devontae Freeman. As we did get him behind the line of scrimmage based on Raekwon Davis' tackle, which is really nice. We're still going to continue in the cover 1, as he will go to the run. Brandon Jones, steps up, but it is Christian Wilkins who forces another stop in the backfield, as our run stoppers have definitely came to play, as we will go to the cover 3 sky, and we will hopefully use a zone when they don't expect it. We're going to get the flats as well, just in case. So we have everything covered. Most of this field is covered, so it's going to take a big play design from the Jets offense to get someone open. As he makes a route outside, I'm trying to cover everything underneath, and he goes underneath to Tariq Cohen. Just make the tackle as we do, and hopefully they don't go for it, and we will take the field goal, as we will probably be up 7-3, as they will take their field goal as long as they don't take it. We will be up 7-3 with a chance to get the ball back and put some more points on the board. Only a 10-yard kick, so obviously it was good. So we are up 7-3 with the chance to get the ball back. Go get that block, Robert Hunt. Thank you. As Chase Edmonds continues to fight for that first down. And it's again making it second and short and making it easy for us. Let's get Durham Smythe pulling. Let's get Raheem Mostert going behind Alec Ingold as well, just to get this second one short yardage, get this first down, and continue to move down the field. As we do get the first down, Alec Ingold with a nice block. Tron Armstead get up there, as Tron Armstead gets up there for a nasty block. That is exactly why we signed him. And Raheem Mostert is off to the races as he scores a touchdown on the second play of that drive. Raheem Mostert with a long touchdown using that burst of speed. And what a block from Teron Armstead, dude. What a free agent signing. That, again, like I've been talking about, that's one of my favorite free agent signings we did make in real life. As you see, he makes an incredible block there. Raheem Mostert off to the races, and we're 14-3 just like that. Sending some heat here on Zach Wilson, and we will press their corners. Obviously, the slot guys will stay back, as they will actually go to the run. And he does try to spin out of the tackle, but Javon Holland comes down to make a nice tackle on Devontae Freeman, as that is a nice tackle. Let's continue to send heat here on this Jets team, as now we know the exact route due to the momentum, so we will use your Javon Holland, our premium safety, as he will go on that Texas route. We can cover that perfectly because we know the route, and it is Eric Rowe on the DB blitz. He comes in, usually a pass coverage guy, and he comes in, so great play call there from Josh Boyer. He's primarily a pass coverage guy. As we mix it up, send him on the blitz, and he gets there off the edge, which is really nice to see. And Jalen Phillips brings him down 2 back-to-back sacks as 2 of our players, 1 young, 1 old, 1 a second-year player, 1 a vet, makes the sack, forces 4th and basically 30. As you can see, our offense is hyped, making that sack as Jalen Phillips does again. Since he's been back from injury, he has been putting it on, having a good amount of success with these sacks. So imagine how many sacks he would have had if he was healthy. So again, really glad he's back, and he's been great as an edge rusher. Only can get better as he's so young, so good. So again, really unfortunate that he got injured. His stats could look a lot better. But again, very nice to see what a play by Jalen Phillips as he makes that sack. And let's get the ball back and running, not rolling, back and running. As unfortunately, Jalen Waddle can't hold that block, and they do get us in the back there. But look at that yardage for Raheem Mostert after that play. Let's give him back the toss to the left side. Actually, I'm going to try the right side here as I do like it a little bit more on the toss. They are actually pressing Tyreek Hill, so I'm actually going to send him on a streak and see if we can get him going with another quick touchdown, as they only have 1 safety deep, so maybe that wasn't the right play. Jalen Waddle is open, not looking at the ball, secure catch. I only did a secure catch there, not a rat catch or anything like that, because he wasn't facing the ball, so I just wanted to secure the catch because it did not look like he was going to get it. Let's get Sony Michel back involved. Let's get him some touches here against these Jets, as we are already up 14-3, which is really nice. Bounces to the left side, try and run off that tackle. Sony Michel continues to break tackles. Maybe I could have tried to bounce that to the outside again, but it was getting a little bit clogged up, as we will go right back to the RPO here, as we do have Tyreek Hill on that cornerback, and we do have Mostert on that stretch play. He does come forward, so we will go with Mostert trying to find the edge, and I don't know if he got the first down. I believe he's probably just short, as it is 3rd and inches. Let's give the ball to Sony Michel if we can. This will work, as it does say he's in the game for this play, and we will substitute to a run here with the stretch. I'm actually going to go to the left side though. Yeah, there we go. Go to the left side and hopefully make this first down. As Alec Engel, get that block, please. Did Sony Michel get that first down? I have no idea, as it is 1st and 10. Thank you, Sony Michel, for getting that first down, powering through, pushing the ball forward, which is nice. Let's run this trap play with Raheem Mostert and see if we can get Connor Williams blocking on that linebacker and get some chunk yards here with this play. As it is Connor Williams coming up, and we go up the middle as Raheem Mostert tries to shoot. Probably shouldn't do that, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning of the first half as we continue to dominate these New York Jets. Jets, 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 Jets. Fuck these guys, man. Think they're on our level? Anyways, 2nd and inches, as we do have a big passing play here, as they won't expect it. And again, I'm not too worried about it, as Tyreek does get open. Aggressive catch. He pops it up, and thank God they don't get an interception on that play. Tyreek did put that in harm's way, as it is now just 3rd and inches, as they're calling only pass plays. I don't know if I agree with that. So let's give this a run play on the inside zone. Don't know why we would pass it here, to be completely honest with you. As you get good blocks, Mike Gesicki gets a good block, and Chase Edmonds gets a good chunk of yards on that 2nd and inches play, as you will run the clock down here. I'm actually going to put on true clock because I do not want them to have a chance to score on their drive coming back. Hopefully not, but if we do throw an interception or something like that, I don't want them to have a bunch of time to come back down the field, so we will just run a pass. But as I do see Waddle underneath as he makes a secure catch. As Sauce Gardner was coming up for that interception, but Jalen Waddle does a good job to get in front of it, as we will run this halfback slip screen, and after this we will turn off true clock because we have wasted enough time here now trying to get Raheem Mostert a touchdown on the screenplay, which he does get space. Tua makes a good throw, but unfortunately they make a good catch, so we will call our first timeout here with just under 30 seconds left. Again, time isn't really an issue here as we are so close already, but I'm just going to make sure we have that off true clock. And let's go back to the pass here with this stick play, as we'll see if we can get Tyreek open on that slant, or we'll be looking at Cedric Wilson on that fly route. So I don't see anybody open right now. Let's give Cedric Wilson a chance on a high ball, but that is a little too high, so basically just a throwaway there from Tua, which again, not too mad at. Don't want to take any risk as we're already up by so much. Just put this field goal up and go up 14 points, as that is where we need to be. And again, I probably wouldn't make that decision if we didn't get the ball in the second half, but at the start of the second half, we get the ball anyway, so we have a chance to put up even more points on these Jets. So why not just take our points, get the field goal, go up 14, and then have another chance to put up more points after the break. So just makes sense there to take the field goal, as that is what we're doing. Is Tariq Cohen bounces off a tackle from Alec Ingold, but we do make the tackle after that, which is nice to see. We're just going to run a dime coverage here, as we do just want to make sure they don't get into field goal range. It looks like they'll probably run the ball here, which is nice, but just in case they do pass the laws, they do run the balls. They're just trying to run the clock out, go to the half, as they won't call timeout, and that will bring us to the end of the half here. As again, Very, very good half for us, man. 17-3. We get the ball back at half. Honestly, I don't think anything could be going better. Their offense has not gone going at all. Our offense has been just running down their throats, and we can continue to do that as we get the ball back in the second half. Let's go with the run inside again. Then we're actually going to defend the deep pass, because if they do want to get back in this game, it's going to have to be with quick plays, quick drives, and obviously when you have quick drives, it's usually on those deep passes. So let's just keep everything in front of us, defend the deep pass, run the ball down their throats, waste this clock, and just get out of here with a nice cleaned up, going into New York, going into MetLife Stadium, and coming out with a W. I did actually just put 2 clock on just because we're already up 14, and I want to get this game over with, easy and done with, so 2 clock is on to hopefully burn this clock down, as obviously we don't want to give them that much time to score twice, just in case we can't get going with these first downs. Hopefully we will be. I think we should be okay, but already putting on 2 clock just to chew that clock down just a little bit more. As we continue to run the ball, Alec Ingold, get up there for a block, please. As he does get up there for a block, and Mostert continues to run down this field. 9 rushes for 112 yards. Great game from Raheem Mostert so far, as we will want to continue to get these other guys involved. Going to Chase Edmonds here, as the Jets fans are booing. I don't know if you heard that right there. Maybe shouldn't have skipped that, as that was a nice animation. They are booing their Jets. As a nice block from there, as they tackle us forward. A nice run, as Chase Edmonds doing well in his own right. 6 rushes for about 50 yards. Let's keep going with Chase Edmonds here. I should give Mostert a little bit of a break. Don't want him to get injured. Hopefully that wasn't a jinx, but he's been running really well, so we don't want him to get hurt. Chase Edmonds cuts this back up the field. Mike Gesicki, man, needs to do a little bit better on that block. But honestly, this is a perfect time to practice. 3rd and 2, and guess what we're doing? We're going right back to the run. Let's give the ball to Raheem Mostert here. See if he can punch it up the middle, as I do like what I have in front of me running to this left side. As J.C. Tretter gets a nice block, and Raheem Mostert did have a nice block up the middle. Their cornerback or safety, LaMarcus Joyner, the safety, makes a good tackle there, because if he didn't come back to make that tackle, we might have been gone. Let's try and run this play action wheel slide. Let's see if Hunter Long can get lost in this defense, see if he can get open. If not, we just have Durham Smythe or Tyreek Hill underneath as we run this play action here. As Tyreek does get open on Sauce Gardner, who I did give Superstar by the way, as a nice catch from Tyreek Hill. I love Sauce Gardner. I was really upset when he went to the Jets, but it looked like that was going to happen anyway, so I kind of knew heading into the draft, but I really like Sauce Gardner as a prospect. I liked him over Derek Stingley, so definitely like him as a prospect. Hopefully he doesn't cause too much trouble for our receivers in this division, as unfortunately Tyreek Hill, one of our receivers, misses that block, and unfortunately they do only get 1 yard on that play. As we will continue with the run here, running this halfback power play. Never mind, they look to be loading up the box. Let's run this Niner angle play. Let's block Alec Ingold though to get that extra protection. Hopefully some guy will come open on this play. As I tease Tyreek Hill, give him a jump ball. As he comes up for the ball, and it is a incompletion, so that's really unfortunate. Let's go back to the pass. Let's run this trail shake, because I think they know we're passing. We're passing. Let's hopefully get Tyreek Hill open. Let's actually give him a slant. There's so much space over the middle of the field. As let's see if he can get open. He can't right now. He does get a bunch of separation though after, and Tyreek Hill walks in for the touchdown. As a great play call there, as Tyreek Hill scores a very, very nice touchdown on the team that almost got in free agency, but unfortunately he does it, and now he's scoring on them in the real life game. So great to see there from Tyreek Hill, dominating the guys who tried to get him, but he said, you know what, I want to come to Miami. I want to play with Tua over playing in New York. We did a very good job to score a touchdown on our first drive of the second half, as the Jets will come out for their first drive of the second half, hoping to match us with that touchdown to keep pace. As Van Ginkel tries to get around, he can't make the tackle, but it is Christian Wilkins coming up and Javon Holland to make that tackle, as Devontae Freeman only has 7 rushes for 12 yards. Honestly, it's really upsetting that Madden does that type of stuff, because they would clearly go with Michael Carter. As you would clearly go with Michael Carter and their rookie running back, they wouldn't go with Devontae Freeman this much and Tariq Cohen this much, so really hope they can improve that next time, or in the next game maybe. Because due to their age, they would clearly use their younger running backs, even though we're killing them either way, so we are actually saving them some stats. It is just really annoying to see a guy like Tariq Cohen there instead of a guy like Michael Carter, so definitely annoying to see, as there's a flag here using Byron Jones on that corner, as they do get the first down with Tyler Conklin, but unfortunately there is a flag on the play. As it is on the defense, it is encroachment or offsides, as they say in this game, as they will just decline that and take the first down, because obviously why wouldn't they? As again, we know the route. Let's use your Jerome Baker, help him get that pass coverage up, as we will be using him on this route, on this option route for Tyler Conklin. Will he go all the way? Yes, he does, as we stay with him. And Zach Steeler tries to get the sack, but Zach Wilson does a great job to get the ball away. 7 for 11, 68 yards and a pick. Not too great there for Zach Wilson, as after that incredible game from him last week against whoever they played, we are doing a great job of containing him, which we will actually do on this play as we contain Zach Wilson. As they drop back to the run, which is actually a very smart play call, because we only rushed 3 on that play. As Tariq Brown does have 2 rushes for 11 yards, so not too bad from him. A little gadget guy. Man, it sucks that he has had so many injuries, but a very shifty player in his prime, so who knows what he could have been doing. As you use your training tunnel, as they go back to Tree Cohen, and what a block there from number 75 as he blocks the hell out of Channing Tindall as they rush forward with Tariq Cohen for 3 rushes and 17 yards. So he is doing way better than Devontae Freeman, but it looks like if they are running here, they're going right back to him, but it is actually a pass play because we know, as we are using Emmanuel Ogbah on this route, as they do go to Braxton Berrios underneath as he walks out of bounds, trying to save some clock, I guess, as Braxton Berrios does get out of bounds again. Really like the players. The time goes anyway, so I guess that's the thing in Madden. But anyways, using Xavier Howard over this lane, maybe we can bait Zach Wilson into throwing the interception to him. As no, it's not. It's an RPO, so they did stop the option to run, so that's very interesting. As now we don't have full momentum, so we will not know the play, as it is 2nd and 7 now for the New York Jets, as we will be using Jerome Baker on the fullback in the backfield as he goes out on a route, as he goes underneath, and Brandon Jones is right there to make the tackle, but unfortunately cannot knock the ball loose, as the Jets are driving down the field a little bit, but they are taking a lot of time, as it is almost the end of the 3rd quarter. So even if they do score, hopefully we can limit them to a field goal, but they are taking a long time on their drives, as they are using the run a lot too. And again, the time's just going to run out on them, so we should be good to go in terms of this game, as that should take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. But like I said, time is just running out on them, so even if they continue to put up long drives like this, they should have done that earlier, because now it's already the 4th quarter, so they can't really be taking these long drives. Because honestly, I'm going to be chewing clock, running the clock down myself, so we should be good to go here with this dub, as the Jets are still trying to build up to get to our level, to be honest, of our level of play. As Jalen Phillips, never mind, that's Eric Rowe. The orange gloves confuse me. Eric Rowe finds his way onto the field as a backup safety, makes a very nice tackle. So he is having a very good game here, as he makes a nice tackle there, and he already has a sack. It is a screen play, so let's use our Brandon Jones here on this screen. As again, this ability is so overpowered, man, as I can just sit here and watch as he throws it obviously away, because I know exactly what the play is, man. The halfback slip screen, as that play, as they are forced to go for it already, even though it's the start of the 4th quarter, they have to go for it starting now. Like I said, man, I do believe that ability is a little bit overpowered just to know exactly what the play is, but it is what it is. As he's open over the middle, we come back with Javon Holland. Can we please get some pressure here, or else they're going to get a 1st down for sure, as he has all the time in the world, throws it up, and unfortunately they do get the catch. Man, Channing Tindall is still struggling in coverage. Tyler Conklin makes a nice catch, as I knew that was going to happen on that 4 verts play, just because we didn't get pressure at all. And when you don't get pressure like that, they are obviously going to get the 1st down, which you will use your Byron Jones here on Corey Davis as he runs that slant route, staying with him the whole way, and Van Ginkel allows the catch, unfortunately, but he does make the tackle on the backup tight end. That makes it 2nd and 5 here for Zach Wilson and the Jets. Let's actually pinch this play, as we're only rushing 3, and I'm actually going to be Channing Tindall here, just in case they do decide to run it, which they don't. They're going back to the pass, as they are running all to the outside. Running, by the way, that is a deep, as they do get the 1st down catch. I believe he went out of bounds, so that probably will be illegal touching, but they just ran a deep play, as it is illegal touching. They just ran that play action crossers play, as we'll just decline this, make it 3rd and 6. They just, like I said, they ran that cross drag play, which is obviously not a short yardage play, but because they are in the hurry up, that is the plays that Madden's calling for them, so that's something they definitely need to improve, as why would they be running that? As Xavier Howard tries to go for the interception, but unfortunately just knocks the ball loose. But like I said, that is something that you should be aware of, I'm not going to lie. Like Madden, obviously they're not going to run a big pass play if they're in the red zone, so something to take care of here. So they are running an in route here, as I will use your Byron Jones on that in route. Hopefully not staying with him, as my left trigger did get stuck. As Xavier Howard, did he get his feet in bounds? He gets the interception, as another interception for Xavier Howard. And by the way, what a great job from him to get his feet down. What an interception from Xavier Howard. Great play from him, as we look on the replay from Zach Wilson, and his reaction just looks beat up out there, as he's not getting a lot of help from his teammates. But wow, what a play from Xavier Howard. Try to bounce this to the outside with Raheem Mostert. He does get tackled, but he does get swung forward for the 1st down. Carl Lawson does go down to injury here, but that is okay. Going to get Sony Michel involved here as we continue to chew this clock. Never mind, I guess it went out of bounds, so the clock is not moving here in the 4th quarter. As we run this power play, cut it back up the middle, and Sony Michel tries to power forward for the 1st down, but it is a good tackle from CJ Mosley, that is, I believe, as we will continue to chew the clock here and give the ball to Sony Michel. Just try and punch it up for the 1st down here. Hopefully we can. As again, Alec Ingold get that block for me as he does power through for the first down. I believe will give it to us as it is 4th and inches, and I'm going to go for it here. And honestly, screw it. This is the perfect time. Really a nothing game. Really have no chance to get back in it. Only 6 minutes left. This is a perfect time for a fake. Let's give the ball to Alec Ingold. See if we get the first down. If we direct snap it to Alec Ingold. As we get a good block. Alec Ingold, please power forward as he reaches forward for the first down. Did he get it? Let's see. Robert Saleh looking on. Did he get the first down or did he make the tackle? He did reach for it, as the Jets do look confident that they got it, but we will watch this replay. See, because he does extend his arm forward. Did he get the ball forward enough for the first down? Clearly he did not. Zach Wilson is coming on to the field, so that is an unfortunate play call, but again, no really worries there for me as it is. Honestly, it was time to bring out a fake punt. We hadn't done a fake punt or fake field goal this whole series, so I thought it would be fun to do. Let's look at Xavier Howard locking up. Zach Wilson started to run out, trying to throw, and he does just throw it away as he gets hit, which is honestly pretty bad for him as he has to throw it away and he gets hit. At least he does avoid the sack, but Xavier Howard was clamping there in man coverage, so let's actually go back to the halfback sting. Because, wow, I don't think anyone's on this tight end, so I'm going to go back with Jerome Baker as he's just going to try and throw it up to Braxton Berrios on that fade route, but unfortunately it's a horrible ball from Zach Wilson, so that's really unfortunate. Let's move over with Javon Holland here to make sure we cover Elijah Moore, and we will go on Nick Needham in this linebacker role for this play in the dime formation, I believe this is, and we will cover Tariq Cohen out of the backfield as he does just toss it up, and Javon Holland unfortunately gets caught out looking the wrong way, gets caught in the blind spot from Elijah Moore. Good job on that route to recognize the blind spot by Elijah Moore and make that cut to the outside, as unfortunately that's a poor play by Javon Holland in man coverage as they do get the first down now and chance to put up points, as he will have to go for on 4th down anyways, as I am trying to cover underneath as they do go to Braxton Berrios, but unfortunately changing to null isn't fast enough to make a break on that pass, but he does at least get the tackle. Let's run this cover 3 hard flat, which is exactly what I want to run. Have Xavier Howard monitoring that right side of the field with his X Factor, and we're just going to use your Javon Holland over the middle here and try and avoid them from putting up points, as they do have Tyler Conklin open for a little bit, but Zach Wilson missed him, and then another good play from Zach Sealer as he makes the hit on him for that play, as again, our passing defense has been horrible for this league, but today it's been great, so really nice to see. Let's see if we can send some heat here. Xavier Howard should lock him up as they are switching up the play, so Javon Holland is forced to come over here, as we will use your Brandon Jones on the running back. Hopefully our corners can do their thing. It's clearly a pass, as we will be on Elijah Moore actually with Brandon Jones, as we will stuff him at the line of scrimmage. He runs a double move, but it is Zach Sealer with the sack as he gets one of his first sacks of the year, and that is awesome to see, as we will go right back to the zone coverage as they are forced to go for it on 4th and 11, obviously, as they are running a verts play, which again is so stupid on the 12-yard line. Madden, please fix your game, as we will cover that with Brandon Jones. He's just going to throw it up, and it is out of bounds anyway. You're on 4th and 11, you at least give your receiver a chance. Don't just throw it away. Again, Madden really needs to improve this game, as we will try and just run the clock out for the rest of this game. Up 24-3 on these Jets, man. They really did not come to play in their own stadium, so no wonder they were getting booed. Finally make a stop, but we still get 3 yards with Raheem Mostert, as he has been great. Let's see if we can keep our other guys involved. Let's get Sony Michel the ball a couple more times here just to give him a shot, man. I feel like I haven't given him his due as a running back, so we definitely want to see what he has as a running back as he tries to cut up the middle, but unfortunately Connor Williams can't hold his block. So he does have the touchdown, but man, his average is a little tough, and now we are forced to throw based on it being 3rd and 8, which I'm fine with. Tua has barely passed. He has 75 passing yards. Honestly, he's had no reason to pass here. There's been no reason for him to drop back into the air, as I am going to try and load it up to Mike Gesicki. As I get the aggressive catch, did he get his foot in bounds? Yes, he does. What a dime of a throw from Tua Tagovailoa on that route to Mike Gesicki, as he continues to have those sure hands. I can't even blame Tua. There is literally zero reason for me to give him the ball. There is zero reason for me to have him pass the ball. Obviously, this isn't as big of a thing as like Mac Jones only passing for 3 yards against the Patriots, as Sony Michel gets a very, very nice run there on that down, as he gets 43 yards basically on that play almost alone, as a great rush from him, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. But great game from us, 24-3 Miami over the Jets. You'd love to see it in MetLife Stadium, but yeah, Jets clearly did not come to play, man. That is really unfortunate from them, as I really wanted this to be a big game. As usually, even if teams are bad, for example, like in the NFL, division games are always close, so usually you think they're always intense, always close, because they are division games. But unfortunately, again, the Jets just aren't on our level right now, so that it is what it is, as we will just continue to run this clock out here, as there's no reason to not. As Chase Edmonds will find a hole, and he will push forward for basically the first down. But again, this will be the final drive of the game, so let's just start talking about the game. Great plays by all of our running backs. They all will average over 4 yards per carry. They all carry this offense. We definitely got over 150 rushing yards, so that's good for our goal there. Definitely didn't turn over the ball. Tua threw 1 touchdown. He barely threw any yards. I don't even know if he got to 100, but honestly, this is the type of game we love to see from our running game, from our running backs, just making this a very simple game, man. Really, this is an off week for Tua. This is an extra bye week for the team, as it's basically only the running backs and the offensive lines. Let's give Sony Michel one more touch just to see what he can do as he gets a couple extra yards just to pad those stats a little bit, as he does finish with 9 rushes for 52 yards and a touchdown as we dominate Robert Saleh and the Jets here in MetLife Stadium. Man, what a game from our run game. What a game from our defense. As the run game and the defense is huge, especially when into the playoffs, man, you need to be able to run the ball and have that good defense. So it's very nice to see those guys step up, as Sharon Armstead does step up with that guy, and he looks mad, which obviously I would be too, as utter domination. 245 rushing yards to 34 and 93 passing yards to 94, so who cares? Basically even on the passing, but Tua had a touchdown. Zach Wilson had an interception. And then obviously again on the running game, as he looks horribly mad going into the locker room, as I would be too, as they just got dominated at home. Their fans booing them off the field. Tua with a 75% completion percentage, going 9 for 12, 96 yards and a touchdown. Nothing more for him to do. Zach Wilson with a 38.3 rating. That's ugly. 15 completions on 26 attempts for 0 touchdowns and 2 picks. Not great from him. Rushing wise, it's just basically all Dolphins. 135 yards and 14 attempts for Mostert. 9 attempts each for Michel and Edmonds, as they both have 50 yards. And touchdowns for Mostert and Michel. 1 apiece for them, as that is awesome. Receiving wise, it's all the Jets because we barely passed. Waddle had 24 yards. Gesicki had 1 catch. Tyreek had that 1 catch. Wherever he is over here, 3 catches for 41 yards and the touchdown. So again, very easy game for us. No sacks allowed from any of the Dolphins, which again, nice to see our offensive line stepping up here in the run game and the pass game. Sack-wise, it is all of us again. Zach Sealer, Eric Rowe, and Jalen Phillips continues to be great. Eric Rowe, awesome, and Xavier Howard continues to be great as he tries to put up an historic year, as he already did put up an historic year a couple years ago in 2020, or was that 2021? No, I believe that's 2020 was the year that Xavier Howard went crazy with the double-digit interceptions. He probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year there. I feel like that's unbiased just because he had one of the craziest years the cornerbacks ever had, and even the edge rushers, they weren't even that crazy that year as they are in other years. Obviously, they are still crazy for that year, but they aren't as crazy as other years, and he still didn't win, which is a little tragic because a guy like Stephon Gilmore won the award, but I feel like Xavier Howard had a better year, and the edge rushers had a worse year than they did in the Stephon Gilmore winning the depoy year. So again, I think Xavier Howard should have won the award, but it's whatever, as we do get a upgrade for Jalen Phillips, and I'm actually going to upgrade his power rusher because I will keep him a scheme fit because he already is such a good speed rusher, but we want to make him a well-rounded pass rusher, so that is awesome as he gets +1 excel, +1 awareness, +1 play recognition, and +2 power moves. That's an awesome upgrade for Jalen Phillips as he played a great game getting that sacks. And obviously we do have that one press conference to do because of the trap game. And Teron Armstead says, I know we expected to win that game, but like you said, everyone is a threat in this league. Someone has to lose. Better than us. Obviously, again, love to see that as every win is a W, which is exactly true as our whole team gets 1,000 XP. And I don't think we will get any upgrades after that as we don't. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.